Okay, ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Monday. Monday, March the 28th, 2022. It is noon. Appreciate you all tuning in. I'm Chris Phillips, your host of the Daily Crow of the Spurs Up Show. We have got a lot to get into here on this Monday. Very excited to be chatting with each and every single one of you, and I do want to hear from you here on this gorgeous Monday in the city, by the way, taking your questions, comments, calls. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I see Connor Lee, Rebecca in the chat. What's going on, Rebecca? Jason, Derek, Wade, Cody Gaskins, Travis Allen, Travis Lee. We have a lot of Travises. Travis Allen, Travis Rowell, and Travis Lee all commenting back to back. Jeff Gullidge, Chase Floyd, what's up? Also, the Big Cock Club Discord. Head over to the TDC Questions channel, the TDC Questions channel, to be sure that your questions are answered there. Cocky Twan, what's going on, my guy? Again, we got a lot to get into, a lot to discuss. A lot of things happening over the weekend and here on this Monday. And again, I want to hear from you. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Of course, guys, as always, the Daily Crow is brought to you by the Big Cock Club. Join today, patreon.com/Big Cock Club. That's patreon.com/Big Cock Club. You can also click that link in our social media bios, if you will, and you can click the Big Cock Club link and join there today. You'll get access to our private Discord, 20% off all merchandise, exclusive Big Cock Club merchandise like the hat you see I'm wearing, early access to content. And I will tell you this, I will be sharing some big news, at least some brainstorming ideas, if you will, on the Big Cock Club Patreon. Expansion is happening, folks. Expansion is happening. Big things are happening behind the scenes. Obviously we're so caught up. We're so busy with baseball and what's going on with the coaching, the coaching stuff with basketball and this, that, whatever. But there are things going on inside this brain up here in regards to expansion, improving the business, enhancing the business, and making things even better for you guys. So we're obviously continuing to rock and roll and work. And again, appreciate your love and support. Hey, we can also talk Will Smith if you want. I guess that is the question of the day, right? Is that real or was it fake? I don't know. I might have to watch the tape again. I did watch the video. They are paid actors. Don't get me wrong. They are paid actors, but, I mean, he slapped the hell out of him, man. So I tell you, if that was fake. But it did look kind of staged, did it not? It did look sort of staged. So I don't know. It's tough to tell. 100% real, everybody's saying. Brennan M says, I'm here on the Twitch. USC Wi-Fi sucks. I hear you. John Kruger, what's going on? Aaron Thompson, appreciate you tuning in, my friend. Again, guys, we are taking your questions, comments, calls. Again, a huge Monday, Victory Monday. Again, it's, and yes, Austin, I did watch the uncensored version. But, it's crazy again, guys. Winning is fun. Confirmed, winning is fun. And so, all last week, we were down in the dumps with Gamecocks baseball getting swept by Tennessee, then losing to the Citadel, and the conversations around Mark Kingston and his job status and what have you. And that was sort of where the convo led us. And by the end of last week, I was so ready to talk anything but Gamecocks on the field because it felt like it was just so depressing. And again, I sit here again and say, and I knew it last week, but it's just crazy how much can change in a weekend in the game of baseball. And this is a wild season already. And I would say, folks, just buckle your seatbelts because it's going to get even crazier. The SEC standings right now, I mean, Tennessee, obviously, number one team in the country. They're untouchable right now. They're untouchable right now. It's unbelievable how good they are. Vandy at 4-2, Florida and Georgia at 3-3, and then you got Kentucky and South Carolina at 2-4, and then Mizzou at 1-5 with the Gamecocks will play this weekend. So, I mean, you look at the West. Arkansas is 5-1. Then you got four teams at 3-3. And Bama and Ole Miss are both at the bottom at 2-4. So, yeah, it's just, SEC baseball, man. People are beating up on each other, and I think that's what's going to happen probably all season long. And, it's crazy, man, with this Gamecocks baseball team. It's, because obviously it's like, how does it make any sense? Well, I'll tell you this. Because after Thursday, right, we had the Daily Crow Friday. After Thursday, I think we were all ready to just mail it in. And I'm not even going to exclude myself. I'm not going to say, oh, you should have this, that. I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. Friday, I thought the sweep was probably incoming. I thought taking one game was damn near the best case scenario for this group. And so to respond and rebound the way you did. Again, shows great character, resiliency. I mean, it's unbelievable, really, what happened. I couldn't believe it. I'd be sitting in Founders Park. I couldn't believe it on Friday when we scored 7 runs in the first 2 innings. I couldn't believe it. I just could not believe it. But, you know, the biggest thing that really stood out to me swinging it offensively, because we talked about, you know, we talked about what needed to happen. It was obviously on the offensive side. It was obviously on the offensive side of just what needed to happen. So your veterans stepped up. That's the biggest thing. Your veterans stepped up. Guys like Brant Belk, Kevin Madden, those who I hyped up in the preseason, those guys stepped up. Obviously, Wimmer, Eister, Burgess. Your glue guys stepped up. So, again, guys, we'll talk about that much more. I do want to take your questions, comments, calls. Yeah, Campbell beating Presbyterian College 36-4 yesterday, and we play PC tomorrow. I'll tell you this, Cody. I would not want to sit through a 36-4 game. I don't care if we win 36-4. Like, you've made your point. Like, I'm not saying don't stop swinging it and don't stop doing your thing, but my God, 36. Thank you. Shut up the phone lines. What's up, man? How are you?
Doing, man. We made it. I'm Monday. I can't believe.
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great. My birthday is this week on the last week.
Happy early birthday, my friend. Happy early birthday.
And my youngest twin brother too.
You said what now?
My youngest twin brother, Lil Brad.
Oh, okay. Lil Brad. Gotcha.
Yeah. We finally beat Vanderbilt, and to be honest with you, I can't believe it about all odds that we beat like 2 games out of a row for Friday and Saturday. And
yeah, that was a crazy weekend, man. I mean, like I said, it's baseball, and I mean, anything can happen, certainly, but that was crazy. I mean, I definitely didn't see that coming. Obviously, Vandy top 5 team. They're still a top 10 team right now, even after we beat them. But yeah, you know, what you saw Friday, Saturday was, you know, just a team just finding something, man. It's baseball can change quickly. And you know, I just it is a bit beyond comprehension, like how we were able to find something offensively and swing it. But again, like I said earlier, I think your veterans just finally stepped up, man. I mean, we talked a lot about the newcomers and Hornung and Ector and Lambros and Stone and these freshmen that are making it. But you got to have your veterans in this lineup swing it, man. Eister, Wimmer, the transfers, Belk and Madden. I mean, they've got to step up, and you're seeing that. You're seeing that, obviously, Braylon Wimmer basically won the game for you on Saturday. Brant Belk hit 500 over the weekend. Nobody can get him out. Finally, Kevin Madden, I feel like starting to swing it. So, you know, it's exciting, and I felt like in the preseason this was going to be a lineup that was going to be solid. And we finally saw the power sort of come out on Friday and Saturday. And, you know, baseball is a funny game, man. It's a momentum game, and you capture momentum, and you can keep Uncle Mo in your dugout. You know, now you just hope you can build off of it and not be so inconsistent. I think that's what drives people crazy is just the inconsistencies. But, yeah, it was a huge series, man. I mean, after what happened in Knoxville and you lose the Citadel and everybody's just down and out and ready to mail it in the season. And, heck, I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the way, but that was a huge weekend at Founders Park, and you absolutely needed it. So that was a hell of a job. I mean, it was a hell of a job by all parties involved to get that job done.
All right. Against Tennessee was hard for us, and I know still that was hard for us too. But we finally beat Vanderbilt. But the last night I saw the Oscars that I saw a lot of footage that the sound was so off. That the sound was off. Like what the hell was going on?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm just glad to see us pull it together and a huge series victory. I appreciate the call, my man. We got a lot of people trying to call in, so I'm going to open up the phone lines here. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. And again, I'll say this, by the way, because Courtney chimes in about don't give up on the team. And I agree. And I just do want to make the point again. That's not what I did last week. That's not what I did last week. After that game Tuesday, and I'm not taking credit for anything, but we knew something had to give, man. You got to get your ass in gear and pull your head out of your ass and play good baseball. And we finally did. I mean, I had a buddy call me after Saturday. What happened? What happened? We just played good baseball. We just finally played good baseball. And I tell you what, I don't know that I feel as bad about the Tennessee weekend after seeing what Tennessee did to Ole Miss. In case you guys missed it, they stomped the number one Rebels at their ballpark. Swept them. Brack, what's going on, my friend? Appreciate you tuning in. Rebecca, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Panic Ritter is on brand today, panicking. So, Ritter, never change, my guy. Never change. Yeah, Tennessee, Brian, they are the number one team in the country. The new rankings came out today. They are the number one team in the country. Yeah, obviously, guys, the transfers hitting men's basketball hard. Stevenson, Jermaine Kusnar, Wilden Zavek, Woodley, and the one that I think hurts the most, Devin Carter, this morning announcing he's hitting the portal. Guys, we knew it was going to happen. Listen, you knew the transfers were going to happen. Heck, they happened when Frank Martin was the head coach. And I'll echo what I saw on Twitter this morning. And it may be an unpopular take with some, but I'll echo what I saw on Twitter this morning, which is this. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to get that upset and get my panties in a wad because players are transferring out of a team that literally could not make the NIT. Yes, I hate to lose Devin Carter. That's the big one, but it's not like we're losing a bunch of All-Americans. I mean, so, yeah. I mean, as much as I loved those guys, they couldn't even get us to the NIT. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Lamont's got to hammer the portal. He does. But again, I'm not going to cry over a bunch of guys leaving South Carolina basketball that could not make the not invited tournament. Couldn't even make the NIT. So, happy trails. Appreciate what you did for Gamecocks basketball. This is part of the process. This is part of ripping off the Band-Aid. So be it. All we got is all we need. That's it. Couldn't even get us to the NIT. Happy trails. Ain't nothing personal, but happy trails. Lamont will get his dudes. You got to get behind Lamont Paris, man. You got to get behind Lamont Paris. Brian Dean, we were always terrible with Frank Martin on the free throw line. I don't know why, but we were. Savannah Webster, yes, the women crushing Creighton, dude. And I feel like I saw that coming from a mile away. Creighton just did not belong on the floor with us. That was a mismatch from the jump. Hunter Herlong, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Chase Floyd says, good weekend. Now we just got to build on it. We have expectations here. 12-11 isn't it, but a good weekend. Hopefully we keep riding, get healthy, and keep building. Yeah, I mean, now you feel like, and again, this is not taking the rest of the schedule lightly, but you feel like you've gotten through the gauntlet. And guys, when you keep things in perspective, and again, what happened against the arch rival happened, but when you keep things in perspective, if I would have told you before the season that Texas, Tennessee, Vandy, all three are top 10 teams, two of them are top 5 teams, you would have taken 2 out of those 3 series? It's not a fan that wouldn't have signed up for that. So, obviously it's the losses in the midweek to Xavier and Citadel that just really make you scratch your head, and those are the ones that really sting and really hurt. But, baseball's a funny game. Momentum is fickle. Momentum's a fickle mistress. Maybe, just maybe, you can capture this and build on it. Who knows? We'll see. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. 843-790-3377. Brian Dean says, my early football prediction record, 9-3, 10-2. Whew, Brian, you're getting real aggressive with a 10-2, my guy. You're getting, I mean, I think, Brian, 9-3 is the absolute best case scenario for this group. Brian, I'll tell you this. I'll sign up for 8-4 right now. If here's a hypothetical. If somebody came to me and said, Chris, some reason these are the football gods. They said, Chris, you can sign right now on this dotted line and get an 8-4 season, guaranteed. Or you cannot sign it, and it's a complete roll of the dice. I would take the 8-4 all day long. I will take the 8-4 all day long. Because as I said, similar to last year, when I picked us to go 6-6, and I said, hey, I think 5-7 is more likely than 7-5. And I think the results on the field did show that. Even though we did finish 7-6, we were much closer to winning 5 games than 7 in the regular season. I say the same thing about this group this year. We're much closer, in my opinion, to 7-5 than 9-3. I would take 8-4 in a heartbeat. Guys, 8-4 is a fun season. 8-4 is a really fun season. You've won some big games. You've beat folks you're supposed to beat. You've probably won a game or two you weren't supposed to win. 8-4 is a phenomenal year. With a chance to get a 9th in a bowl game, there ain't a fan on this planet that wouldn't sign up for that. Give me 8-4 or give me death. Brian Dean says the only losses I really see is UGA and A&M. Brian, I'm marking Clemson as an L. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm marking Clemson as an L. You can say whatever you want. They're falling off. They're this, they're that. Let me ask you this, Brian. How can you list Clemson as a toss-up? How can any South Carolina fan, a real South Carolina fan, realistic Gamecock fan, how can any realistic Gamecock fan list that as anything other than a loss right now? I mean, you felt like you had a chance last year and you lost 30-0. I understand the additions. I understand the momentum. I understand all of that. I'm sorry, guys. We have to play a competitive game with them before I give us any benefit of the doubt in that one. Sorry. We just do. We just do. We've got to play a competitive game with them. Let's lose by less than 14 first. Then I'll say, okay, maybe that game's a toss-up. But I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't bring myself to. I can't bring myself to list that anything other than an L at this point. Like I we will go. You know, when I give my predictions, lock in my predictions over the summer again. That's a ways off. But I do wins, toss-ups, and losses. Clemson's going to be a loss. It's not a toss-up, guys. That's not a toss-up game. It's a loss. It's a loss. Let's beat the Kentuckys and the Mizzous of the world first. Let's beat Tennessee first. I agree. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here on this this Monday, but Brian Dean says I just don't see a dominant defensive team anymore, and Clemson Venables was their defense. Brian, I hear you, but Venables wasn't their defense. The players on their defense are their defense. I get what you're saying with Venables, but coaches get too much of the credit and too much of the blame, man. I understand Venables is a defensive guru, but you think they don't have good players anymore? I mean, you think they don't have good players anymore, Brian? They shut us out last year. You think they don't have good players anymore? I don't see that, man. So Brent Venables is worth 30 points in your mind? Come on, man. I don't see that. Phil, what's going on, babe? How are you? I see my guy Lance Player also tuned in. Appreciate you, Lance. Austin Greer says, if we win 4 games this week, do you think we're ranked in baseball? Isn't it funny how the isn't it funny how the conversation changes in a week? My guy Austin hit me up when I dropped my prediction when I said Vandy would take 2 of 3. He said, man, you know it's a sweep incoming. You know it's a sweep. It's a sweep. It's a sweep. And then now we're talking about, well, if we go 4-0 this week, are we ranked? I don't know. Maybe you're 25th. I'm not even that concerned about it, really. Not really that concerned about it. So, Yeah, Jacob Edwards. Arkansas will also be a very challenging game. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And again, we got it's funny how we got on the football tangent here, but we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go before like I said, summer, and I lock in my predictions and all that good stuff. But that's certainly one of the key games of the season. I haven't locked in that stuff yet, but that is a game. If you lose, it doesn't doom your season, right? If you're going to be an underdog, guys, you're going to be an underdog at Arkansas. You're going to be an underdog at Arkansas. So if you lose, it's not like it's, oh my God, we're going to have a terrible year. But if you win, all of a sudden the door opens wide, door swings open to possibilities that maybe were not there before that game. John Rice says, do we stink as much as we thought? Probably. Maybe not. Are we as good as we might think now? Also probably not. I'm assuming you're talking baseball, John. Yeah, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. I mean, again, it to me, it's surprising we got swept by Clemson. It's disappointing we got swept by Tennessee. But the most baffling part to me are the losses to Xavier and the Citadel. That to me are just that's where I'm just like, how is this team able to get beat by the Citadel and then take 2 of 3 from the 4th-ranked Vanderbilt Commodores? To me, what it shows, what our inconsistencies on the diamond show, it's all mental. It's just all mental. And I know we're a young team and we got newcomers and we're sort of figuring things out, but it's all mental. In baseball, you make mental mistakes and physical mistakes. And obviously, you try to limit or eliminate the mental mistakes. Physical mistakes are going to happen, right? You're fielding a ground ball, trying to make a play. It takes a funny hop. It kicks off you, whatever. That's going to happen. Physical mistakes will happen. But when it's something you've done, repetition over and over and over and over and over, and you just have a brain fart, or you don't approach something the correct way, right? Like the ability to take 2 of 3 from Vanderbilt, but lose to the Citadel, lose to Xavier, that shows to me, and I'm not saying that we are like head cases or whatever, but approaching the game the correct way on a day in, day out basis, bringing the right mentality into every single game. I think that's where we can improve the most. Obviously, we have talent. There's some talent on this ball club. I'm not saying we're an Omaha club by any stretch, but there's obviously talent on this team. You don't take 2 of 3 from Texas and 2 of 3 from Vandy if you don't have any talented ball players. It's all about the mental side, I think, with this group. It's all about mastering the mental side. That is Mark Kingston's greatest challenge. I think that's that coaching staff's greatest challenge, and this team's greatest challenge is mentally approaching the thing the right way, building consistency of some sort. Hey, now you've got momentum. How do you handle it? Capture it. Springboard off of it, right? You're going into a part of your schedule that you feel like is a little bit more manageable. Can you approach it the right way mentally? Because you obviously have talent. You can obviously do it. What's the difference? It's mental. The mental side. This game, baseball's all mental. It is. It is all mental. So I want to see this team grow mentally. You need success to have confidence, but you got to be confident to be successful. Well, now you've had some success. Let's parlay that into more success and more confidence, and let's get on a little bit of a roll here. Why not? Again, guys, 843-790-337. Tim and Brian Dean says, Chris, who you got in the men's Final Four? I got Jay Wright and Villanova. Brian, I got to be honest with you. I don't really give a damn. I really don't. I know that's not a great answer. Dude, at some point, here's letting the cat out of the bag a little bit. Brian, at some point down the road, whether it's years or months or days, probably longer, at some point I may talk sports nationally, and I may talk things like Final Four, and so at that point I will. But like, if I'm not creating content around it, it just doesn't really move the needle for me. So Who do I got? I mean, I don't even know enough about Villanova to make a pick. You know what I mean? I will say, with that being said, I am excited for Duke
Call
UNC.
from
Phil Harris.
Let's jump to the phone line. Phil, what's going on? How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing well, man. There's 69 people tuned in watching, so I'm having a very nice Monday.
Nice. 69. Nice. All right. Just wanted to give you a weather update. It's cold as hell up here still. It snowed last night in New Hampshire. I think it's like 35 degrees right now. So just kind of curious to see what Columbia's weather looking like.
Yeah, I think the high today, it's like high 60s, I want to say. I have to check
Okay, not bad.
specifically, but yeah, it's going to warm up, I believe, a little bit this week. So I don't know.
Perfect.
The weather, yeah, it's 59 right now in Cola. I think it's going to be like mid 60s today. So yeah, we got high of 71 today, and then 65 on Tuesday, and then 83 on Wednesday. So
Yeah,
we're kind of like low 70s type weather right now.
Okay.
So I feel like we're in prime
Perfect.
position for by the time the spring game gets here. I'm hoping it's like perfect, just perfect weather. So
Now, what is perfect weather to you? Like,
well,
95
see,
degrees?
I like
Is
it a
that
little bit on the
about
wall.
right?
I mean, I think 75 degrees is like I think we can all get along.
Oh,
in that.
yeah.
See, I'd take
Oh,
80.
yeah.
I'd take low 80s. I like warm. I want to wear a t-shirt. I don't want to have to rock a hoodie. Personally, I don't mind rocking shorts either. But you know, as long as we're at 75-ish, you know, little breeze, I'd take that in a heartbeat.
Mhm.
So
75 is beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more on that.
Yeah.
Just wanted to give a shout out to the baseball team. I wanted to bring this up and get your views on this. I'll have to take it off of the air because I got to get out of here. But Mark Kingston, incapable of submission, ? Also wanted to give a shout out to the women's basketball team for once again making their way to the Final Four and elevating Gamecock athletics as well and lifting our spirits. And finally, New England Free Jacks, don't look now, but they're number one in the entire Major League Rugby. So super excited for them. Couldn't have happened to a better team for sure. And we might be winning the Shield this year, so there might be a parade in the Boston area for the New England Free Jacks. That's all I got. Go Cox.
Hey, love that, Phil. Love that. The Free Jacks number one. How about that? The Free Jacks are number one. Love it. Let's see. James Kendall says, sounds like you need to move TSUS to Folly. Why is that, James? what did I mean, I love where your head's at. I love where your head's at. By the way, since you say that, James, you know, I keep my personal life private, obviously, but I will tell you guys this. Due to recent developments, aka my rent doubling when the time comes around to renew the lease, I will be moving. Yes, the Content Creation Factory will be moving in August. My lease ends in August. So I'm beginning the search for a new spot. So if there's anybody out there that has a property in Cola or I don't know. I mean, the plan is to stay in Cola. I mean, it just makes sense. But, you know, it's interesting, too, because I'm at the point where we could do this from wherever. We really could. We could just do this from anywhere. So I'm like, man, maybe I should just take advantage. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I should take advantage and, you know, why not? It would be a lot of fun. Be a lot of fun. I don't know. That's we got a ways to go. Dylan Potter says move to Carolina Walk. Yeah, Carolina Walk's not exactly the cheapest option. I mean, it's a dope spot. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely a dope spot. I don't know. I'm weighing the options right now. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah. So we got a ways to go for that. Carolina Walk would be dope though, wouldn't it? Really, the biggest thing, man. I'm like, I just want my next spot to have a dope studio. I really do. Let's jump to the phone lines here.
Call from
Dave Garrett.
Dave, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well, man. It's good to hear from you. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I'm, as always, I'm proud of the job you do. But I wanted to throw something out there that I was curious to get other BCC members and people that listen in. I was curious what they would think. But if you started on June 15th, you could do the whole series simulation every Wednesday night at Tin Roof. I would love it, and I think a lot of other people may do it too. Take it off the air, man. Take care, and I do hope to see you soon. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dave. I appreciate the kind words, man. Dave has helped me out a lot along the journey and helped me out in various ways in regards to events and other things. So, Dave, I truly, my man, I appreciate you. That would be fun. I love how David's got the date locked in, like June 15th. Boom, that one right there. Dude, I'd love it. And I think the folks at Tin Roof would love it also. I think they'd love it also. I think that'd be a lot of fun. We could almost do like the first hour, 6 to 7, we could just do like a normal, like take questions, and then 7 o'clock, we'll do like 7 o'clock kickoff at Tin Roof. I wonder, because I know they've streamed Mario Kart before. I wonder if we'd be able to shoot that through a projector, if that would be possible. I think the biggest question, Dave, for that would be the Wi-Fi. Would their Wi-Fi be able to
Robbie
do that?
Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Herbstreit.
Here we go. Robbie, what's up, man? How are you?
What's up, my dude? How are you doing on this beautiful Monday?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. I'm doing really well. What's going on?
First off, shout out to the girls basketball team for kicking Creighton's ass, because that's what we did. We gave them an ass.
Yeah, that was a butt whooping.
It was bad. Like, I honestly, at one point, about halfway through the third quarter, I felt bad. I literally did. I kind of sort of felt bad. I was like, this ain't fair.
Yeah, it was very evident early they didn't belong on the floor with us.
Like, beating Iowa is one thing, but beating us is a completely another.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in order for a team to beat us, you basically have to play perfect or get lucky.
Yeah, I mean,
But
unstoppable force is what I feel like we are. So, it'll be, I guess, Louisville, Michigan play tonight. Who hold on, I can look this up in 2 seconds.
the UConn women play.
So
North
Stanford
Carolina
beat
State tonight.
Texas.
I'll be
Stanford
watching
beat Texas. So Stanford is advancing. And we will play the winner of Louisville, Michigan. So I would love to see South Carolina Stanford rematch in the title. I would love to see that personally. But
I don't care who we play, as long as we get there. I don't care.
yeah, I mean, you got to win Friday first, but
long as
I just think it'd be a really cool. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool.
And also, the baseball team took care of business. And like I said early this past week, I was not expecting us to win 2 out of 3. But dadgummit, we took one on the chin on Thursday and then came back and said, all right, this ain't happening again. So we took care of business Friday and Saturday. I kept my stepdad updated because he was working. And I also kept my dad updated because he was out of town. So, and I think with everything that's gone on with the men's basketball team, okay, let me just say this, okay, and I'm speaking from the heart on this. The transfer portal is real. It's here. It's probably going to stay forever, most likely. But I'm really curious to see how Lamont handles this. Because he's already hitting adversity, and he ain't even been the coach for 2 weeks. I mean, he has players leaving and going to the portal. He's talking to Gigi Jackson today. At some point today, he's talking to Gigi. And I'm hoping, along with everybody else, that he can convince Gigi and be like, hey, trust me, trust the process, and we can get this done. And I think he can. I truly think he can do that because I watched the press conference last week, and it was your typical press conference.
Mm-hmm.
He said all the right things, didn't beat around the bush, and also with going back to the girls' basketball game, I feel like even though Boston did not get her 28th straight double-double, I think she likes winning more than getting a double-double.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
Like, she would rather win than get her 28th straight double-double. Like as soon as she was subbed out, I was like, yep, she's done. She ain't playing no more. We're up by 30. She's done. With less, I was like, we're up by 30 with less than like 4 minutes to go. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was a little disappointed because I really wanted to see her get her 28 straight double-double, but I was like, winning is more important than stats. And I don't care how you get it done, if it's baseball, football, basketball, I don't give a darn. As long as you win, I don't care how you get it done. And if Boston does not get Player of the Year, something's wrong. Because I didn't hear about anybody else possibly going for their 28th straight double-double during the back half of the season up to now. So if she doesn't get it, there are going to be a lot of people in Cola pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely can tell that we got some very good underclassmen on the girls' team. I'm curious to see how they develop, but I'm also curious to see how Boston reacts to being in the Final Four again. And I want to see how she handled it, because obviously last year it didn't end well, and seeing the absolute just disappointment and the tears going down her face after the Final Four,
Mm-hmm.
that whenever she missed the final shot, I was like, she's going to get back here and she's going to take care of business. So I think that whoever wind up playing, good luck trying to guard Boston, because she's going to come out with her freaking hair on fire and do her darndest to take care of business this time. I truly think that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot, my guy. Again, there's a reason I announced a watch party for a game before we had even won the game on Friday. So I'm pretty confident. Now it gets real. I think now it gets. I'm not saying it wasn't real before, but Final Four is a different animal, and then obviously national championship is the big one. So, yeah, I mean, that's why I don't understand when people get worried about Dawn Staley's team. Like, listen, I got a lot to worry about. Dawn Staley's team doesn't need my worry. I think they've kind of got it under control. So, yeah,
exactly.
Champagne problems. I wish I was worrying about the men's team. Oh my God, we didn't look so great in our Elite 8 win. Like, that's a great problem to have, my guy.
Right.
So, and we did look great. We beat them by 30. So I have no complaints today.
Me neither. And before I get off of here, shout out to Phil Harris, shout out to P-Doc, and shout out to Alyssa Rogers, a.k.a. A-Raj.
A group of legends. Love it.
All right, man. You have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have a fantastic week.
Robbie, you do the same, my guy. Appreciate you.
I will, my guy. No worries.
All right, man. Take
All
care.
Right. Bye-bye.
Good stuff. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls. By the way, guys, I was able to get out to Beckham Field. First time ever. Watch Gamecocks softball. Had a really good time. Let's see. Justin Gant says, look at what happened to the football program. We fired Muschamp. We had a lot of guys go to the portal. We still had a winning season. With the football season, it's all about the coach coaching. We will get good players out the portal for basketball to have a winning season next year.
Call from
Yep.
Rebecca.
Portal giveth and portal taketh away.
To
Rebecca, what's going on? How are you?
Good. Can I say some words to the Vanderbilt people?
You can say anything you want to the Vanderbilt people.
Look who whooped your ass.
We did whoop that ass. We did, Rebecca. We really did.
And they want to be in the... I say we whooped their ass good.
We did. Oh, we did. Absolutely, we did. Tell Vandy to hold the L. Hold the L, Doors. Hold the L.
Right? So let's see if the Vanderbilt people wants to say anything.
Oh, they got nothing to say, Rebecca. They're terrified. They're in hiding this week. The Vandy folks are in hiding.
Yeah, but I dare them to come out of their hiding and say something.
Elephant dare. I elephant dare them.
I really do.
I don't think they're going to, Rebecca. I really don't. I don't think they got the stones for it.
They ain't got no guts, do they?
They don't. I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
You're right. Who's the next person we got to play?
Well, we play Presbyterian College tomorrow night, and then we've got Missouri this weekend.
Okay. They any good or what?
Well, Presbyterian College just lost 36-4, so no, I don't think they're very good. And
I'd say we got the win on that.
Yeah, I'd say we got the win on that one. And then Missouri, they're below us. You know, they're not. I wouldn't. They're certainly not as good as Vanderbilt or Tennessee or Texas or anything like that. But you know, it's the SEC. Anything can happen. Hey, we go on the road this weekend, and we're 0-5 on the road. So, but I definitely feel confident going into the weekend. I do.
Somebody was saying something about how Tennessee was, or something like that. I said the only good thing about Tennessee was for you is that you got to meet me.
That's it. That's really the only good that happened. Yeah.
I mean, hands down to that. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with you.
So, yeah. All right, Missouri people, if y'all are listening, you can kiss my ass. The fans can kiss my ass. Everybody else can kiss my ass that is a Missouri fan. So.
Nobody is safe. I love it. Rebecca, straight gangster on a Monday. Love that. Love that.
Yep. Like I said, Vanderbilt paper, look who whooped your ass.
We did. We really did. We really did.
Right?
You must have put a little bit extra Splenda in your tea today. You feel like you're on point today, Rebecca.
No, I ain't had tea or my orange crush.
Wow. That's the that's the most surprising part of this all, I guess. That's incredible. This is all organic. Organic energy. I love that.
No, it's just me waking up, saying how I feel.
Hey, say it with your chest.
Everybody's getting a kick out of me.
Mm-hmm.
I see that.
Always. That's why you're a Hall of Fame caller, Rebecca, truly.
You know, Robbie Davis, I'm going to call you out on something.
You going to call out Robbie Davis?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Robbie, you forgot somebody else is a legend on this program.
Ooh. Rebecca said game need to respect game.
Okay?
Rebecca said put some respect on my name.
Right. Because he forgot to put my name in it.
Robbie Davis has been called out. Robbie Davis has been called out by Rebecca. By the way, this just in, Robbie Davis just texted and said, I'm sorry, Rebecca, please forgive me. Go Gamecocks. As you're on the line, Robbie Davis was quick with it. He was quick with it.
They want the podcast of me and Robbie.
The Robbie and Rebecca show. Yeah, the Robbie and Rebecca show.
I don't care to do it. I really don't. Call me up one day and we'll just do it.
Let's make it happen.
Heck, Robbie Davis didn't know I was going to call him out, did he?
He I don't think he. I bet Robbie's shook right now. I don't think Robbie expected that at all. So, hey, that's what we love about this show, though, is everybody holds everybody accountable. Right? You guys hold me accountable. When the mic messes up, the feed messes up, the content's messed up, I'm held accountable. Y'all hold each other accountable. We're all holding each other accountable here. We're all looking out for each other. So, Rebecca said, put some respect on a legend's name.
Yeah, I'm a legend too, Robbie.
Put some respect on a name now.
I mean, seriously. I'm one of the biggest legends on here. All the way from Tennessee. That's the only person in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Am I right or wrong?
Right. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
About the only Gamecock fan that would call in all the way from Tennessee who lives in Tennessee. You know?
Fact. You hold it down up there.
Said that need Robbie on a three-way call. Go ahead. Let's do it.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to do that. because I take calls through the Google Voice, whatever. So I got to figure out how to do that. We will make that happen at some point. Yes, we'll make that happen at some point.
All right. There you go. I'm the queen up there. I'm the queen of. There you go. I like that. Somebody said I could be the queen of this radio chat.
Yeah. I mean, I think you already are at this point.
Hey, I go for it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I tell you, didn't the Rocky Top song got annoying with you on that Friday?
It did get very annoying. Yes. I do agree.
I was like, how many times are you gonna play the damn song? I mean, seriously.
Once is too many.
I mean, one time is good enough.
Mm-hmm. Once is too many. Truly.
I mean, seriously. I was like, all right, y'all are getting annoying with the damn Tennessee song, so I wanted to go up there to that darn sound booth and cut it off, to be honest. Oh. Thoughts on Rocky Top? Well, Tennessee could kiss my ass for all I care. The whole state of Tennessee could kiss my ass. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a damn or nothing. So, there we go. But I reckon I'll get off here so that other people can call in.
Rebecca, it's always a pleasure to hear from you. Truly. A fan favorite, Hall of Famer, legend, indeed.
Legend for sure. You get that, Robbie Davis? You hear that? Don't forget that.
Put Robbie Davis on notice. Legend. Legend.
All right.
All right, Rebecca. You have a good one. We'll talk soon.
All right. Bye.
Great stuff. Unreal. just unreal. Unreal. 843-790-3377. Guys, hey, we're going to jump into a quick break. I know it's, Robbie's been called out. You just never know what you're getting on the Daily Crow. Okay. Yeah, we're going to jump into our first break of the day. Again, guys, we got a lot to discuss, whether it be the transfer portal hitting basketball, obviously baseball with a huge weekend and a huge week upcoming. It's never too early to talk football as well. Guys, more of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls. Again, guys, a lot to get into. I will say this, by the way, to the basketball side of things in the transfer portal. Guys, we knew it was going to happen. We knew guys were going to transfer out, and some hurt more than others. Obviously, the Devin Carter news is really tough because Devin, a really talented young player, and he will go on somewhere else and have a fantastic career. And he was a lot of fun to watch. But, guys, it doesn't make it the wrong decision. It does not make it the incorrect decision to move on from Frank Martin and go a different direction. You knew it was going to happen. And on top of that, let me say this. What is happening right now, this offseason thus far, that didn't happen under Frank Martin? Guys hit the transfer portal. There was a mass exodus every single offseason, basically. So what's happening right now that didn't normally happen? So, listen, when you make a change, it hurts. You rip the Band-Aid off, it hurts. You got to keep it moving. The beautiful thing, though, about college basketball and the beautiful thing about this situation is we can go to the portal and pick up guys. We can go to the portal and pick up some quality players. So, I know it's upsetting. It's frustrating, if you will, but we knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. So, all we got is all we need. And you just got to keep it moving. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. 843-790-3377. Let's see. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Again, thank you all so much for the love and support. Had a blast hanging out with some great Gamecocks at Founders Park. Again, yesterday, getting to go to the softball game was incredible. I'd like to go to more softball games, honestly. I really would. I thought that was a good time. What else? Baseball, of course, tomorrow. We got busy week, obviously. I mean, which a normal week, I should say. Really a normal week for us. But April's going to be a really, really fun month, man. Again, not looking too far ahead, but April's going to be a blast, dude. You think about it. Think about it. We got national championship for women's and men's basketball, opening day for Major League Baseball. On the Gamecock side of things, which, I mean, I guess the national championship for women's basketball will be on the Gamecock side of things, but we've got baseball continuing. We've got the spring game. It's going to be a fun month. Really. April, you kind of feel like is the month where spring really gets into gear, right? Starts to warm up a little more. And then we're starting to get into May, and it's like, okay, now we're getting into pool season, which I personally love. So, let's see. Braylon Wimmer, SEC Co-Player of the Week. How about it? SEC Co-Player of the Week for Braylon Wimmer. Wimmy. The guy. Stud. Dude, Braylon Wimmer getting hot would be huge for us. Huge for us. Dude, we need him to stay hot. Get hot, stay hot. Get him. Belk. Madden's a huge piece. Getting Eister to 100% health. Huge, man. Bro, the Savannah Bananas is a wild organization, bro. Apparently, the Savannah Bananas used a rule that if a fan catches a foul ball, the batter is out. That's insane. Let's see. Tyler Gay, do you think the boys took your ass chewing after the Citadel game to heart? Listen, I don't know, man. I'm not going to sit here and be like, it's me. I did it. I'm the reason. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, my rant last week was was just purely a fan being frustrated, someone who loves counter baseball being frustrated. That's what it was. And so I don't know if they did, they didn't, if they wanted to do it and beat Vandy in spite of me, for me. I don't know. They don't even, didn't even care, didn't even tune in. I think those guys have probably got better things to do than tune into the podcast. I doubt they're listening on a daily basis. Now I know for a fact some former players tuned in and they appreciated the rant. So, I don't know, man. Listen, winning cures all, right? Winning cure. Not a lot of Mark Kingston chatter today, right? And that's coming from me too. I mean, listen, when you win, winning cures all.
Call from
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Kirk Street.
to accept, press
Now, what
1.
could this
to
be?
send a voicemail, press 2.
Robbie, what's going on, my friend?
Oh my gosh, man. This is insane.
This is insane.
I wanted to publicly apologize to Rebecca. Okay? I'm sorry. Completely sorry. I wanted to go ahead and say that right now.
She called you out, man. Just flat out called you out.
Calling me out.
Just called you out.
Two
Said
legends calling
she
out
said
each other. That
she
ain't
said
right.
humble thyself and put some respect on a legend's name.
Hey, and I told her, I said, as far as I'm concerned, the both of us are legends, okay?
Facts.
But
It takes
I-
one
I-
takes
I've had
one
some
to know
legends-
one. Takes one to know one.
Hey, yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I ain't gonna lie, okay? I've had some legend, and you know this for sure. I've had some legendary calls on here,
You have.
but I think it's safe to say you got two of them, Rebecca and me.
I'll tell you this.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. If I ever clip and post to social media someone's call, just know that your call was legendary. So maybe that should be like the new goal of everybody that calls in. And I'm not saying call in like I'm going to say something outrageous just to get it posted and clipped. But if your combo has been clipped, then it's a legendary call.
Have you clipped any of my calls?
I have clipped you. I believe so, Robbie. Yes, we
Okay,
absolutely have. You know this. You know this.
Yeah, the one about the standards. Yes, I remember. You told me you were going to probably clip
That, no, I clipped the one about Scottie Pippen Jr. I did clip that.
Oh, yeah.
You afraid to moan in your girl's ear, and I'd be like, and it was your call. So.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is crazy. You never know what's going to happen on the Spurs Up show. It's like you go into it and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to go with the flow, and whatever happens, happens. Oh, man. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, I wanted to publicly, here on the Spurs Up show, apologize to Rebecca. As soon as she got done with the call, I messaged her that I'm gonna call back in and publicly apologize, basically.
And you did. I respect that. I do. I respect that.
And so, yeah. But that's it.
Robbie, thank you, sir.
I'm gonna
Job
get
well
off of here.
done. Job well done as normal. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, man. Go Gamecocks. To heck with Presbyterians. And I can't believe they got beat 36-4. Was that a baseball score?
That was a baseball score, my friend.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know how many base runners you would need and how many RBIs you would need, or just hits in general you would need just to get that many points? How many points were they averaging an inning?
I don't know, my guy. I do not. I do know this. I also know this, that over football season last year, Campbell beat Presbyterian 72-0 in football. So.
Yikes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna finish my lunch. I'm gonna get off of here, finish my lunch, and
Gotcha.
enjoy the rest of the Spurs Up show.
Sounds good. Robbie, appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, bye-bye.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Very good. 843-790-3377. Let's see. 25 hits from Campbell in that game, by the way. To hell with Presbyterian, he says. You know what's funny about that is, I went to Newberry. So, yeah, I'd say to hell with Presbyterian. And I had some dude, I don't know who it was. I couldn't tell if this dude was a fan of the show or he hated my guts. I think he hated my guts, honestly. Because we're at Carolina Ale House last night. And to those who came out, thank you, by the way, for our watch party. We were at Carolina Ale House in Harbison. And this dude walks by. He's wearing a Presbyterian hoodie. Okay, he's not a Gamecock fan. But he's wearing a PC hoodie. He just walks by. Then he walks back by and says, "Yo, are you Chris, the Spurs Up show guy?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me." He's like, "Yeah, I'm Dalton," or whatever the heck his name was. I forget his name. But he was like, "Yeah, I went to PC." He's like, "I really don't give a damn." I was like, "Yeah, well, I went to Newberry, so even more reason to dislike me, I guess." He said, "Yeah." He's like, keep blowing up Twitter," and just walked off. So I don't know. I kind of feel like the guy was not a fan of me at all, which I don't know why you'd stop and say something like if you're looking for a reaction or something like that. But yeah, to hell with PC, bro. Newberry and PC used to be, I guess they still are, but they don't play anymore, but used to be like huge annual rivals. So yeah, to hell with PC. Why not? To hell with PC. We're going to beat the absolute shit out of them tomorrow night. So let's see. Tyler Gay, are we even going to have a basketball team after all these transfers? Damn. Well, Lamont's going to have to hit the portal, man. The portal giveth and it taketh away. Listen, 7 guys transferred out last year under Martin.
Call from
Rebecca.
to accept.
Here we go.
Press 1 to send a
Rebecca, what's going on?
I was wanting to say something on this.
Go ahead.
I was doing that just to aggravate the far out of Robbie Davis, because y'all know that y'all gave Coach Ford,
Mm-hmm.
hell. I thought it would be funny, out of love,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the reason why I did it.
Mm.
Just to, for fun.
No, for sure. I totally understand, Rebecca. Totally understand.
So I just wanted to explain that to everybody. I was just,
Yeah. I totally get it.
Kidding around, joking around.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun to do it.
Mm-hmm. I got you. I totally get it.
But I'm glad that everybody got a laugh out of it.
We always do. We always do. It's always a good time here on TDC.
You should clip this.
Yeah.
Put this on the clip or something. That'd be fun.
It would be.
But anyway, I'll let you get to other people.
Yeah, Rebecca, I appreciate it. This has been a fun day with you and Robbie Davis. Indeed.
All right.
All right. Take care. I appreciate you. Have a good one. Good stuff. 843-790-3377. Guys, a lot to get into, like I said. I mean, we've been talking all day, basketball, baseball, that good stuff. And I want to continue to hear from you. Cody Gaskins, softball lost yesterday. They actually got swept by Alabama. Alabama, a top 5 team in the country, so they take their softball very, very seriously. I feel like softball for them is kind of like women's basketball for us. I don't know about winning national titles or anything, but like they're really good. They're really good. Bro, the girl they had pitching yesterday was throwing straight up gas, by the way. Just straight up gas. So yeah. Austin Greer asked earlier, Papa John's, Domino's, Little Caesars, or Pizza Hut? Papa John's, Domino's, Little Caesars, Pizza. I'm going Papa John's. Yeah, Papa John's for me easily, hands down. That's yeah. Yeah, Papa John's guy. Growing up, my parents would always get us Papa John's. So apparently UNC having their football pro day. Sam Howell letting it rip. It's still to me just crazy how we just made him look so bad. We made him look so bad. I honestly don't know what they use at Papa John's there, and I don't know if they use fresh any. I don't know. Hard to beat the $5 hot and ready, bro. Listen. I've never met a pizza I didn't like. Never met a pizza I didn't like. I never have. Never have. So truly, like, I cannot recall eating a pizza and regretting it. I just, that's never happened to me. I am a pizza guy. Like, truly. I'm truly a pizza guy. So, Chase Floyd says, since PC got beat so bad by Campbell, what's the chance of we beat them 4-3 or something similar? They don't call us the cardiac cops for nothing. No, I think we'll have a fun night. Like I said, tomorrow's podcast, I'll have a full prediction and breakdown, all that good stuff. But I think we'll take care of business. I do. Yeah, I think we'll handle them pretty easily. I do. So. Oh shoot, Gamecocks golfs at Hootie at Bulls Bay. All right, dude. The SEC though is crazy, man. I mean, you're looking at, Kentucky took 2 of 3 from Georgia, and Kentucky wasn't supposed to be good at all, right? I don't know. Crazy. Let's see. Travis Allen, Chris, do you think that Vandy is a better win than Texas? Listen, I think they're both good. Is it a better win? I mean, in what way? Travis, how would you define it as a better win? I think they're both really good wins. So I mean, it's hard for me to say, well, that was a better series win than that one. No, I think they're both really quality series wins. I think they're both really quality series wins, and yeah, I mean, I don't know how you define one as better than the other. So, I mean, maybe just the simple fact of, yeah, I mean, well, okay. So to your point, Travi, yes, because it's conference play, I think that's a big deal. Because it's conference play for sure. Because it's conference play. Yeah, I think it's a very big deal. I mean, if it sounds bad, it's not like we're saying, well, this is good enough. But if I would have told you, hey, you're going to be 2-4 in conference after 6 games, taking on Tennessee and Vandy, you'd probably been like, I could see it. 2-4 is not going to kill you. You know what I mean? It's not going to kill your season. So the key to the season the rest of the way out, though, man, is going to be, because listen, you do play the Ole Misses, you play the Floridas, you play the Georgias. It's going to come down to taking advantage of the series against the Missouris, Auburns, Alabamas, Kentuckys. That's what it's really going to come down to. That's what it's really going to come down to. It's just taking advantage of those. Like, you got to take 2 out of 3 from Mizzou. You got to take 2 out of 3 from Auburn. You got to take 2 out of 3 from Bama at minimum, right? If you can pick up a sweep here and there, that'd be great. But you got to at least take 2 out of 3. You have to. Again, Mizzou is not a team that And we'll talk about it much more later in the week. Mizzou is not a team that, they're nowhere near the level of a Vandy, Texas, Tennessee, whatever. Yes, you've got at Mizzou, Georgia at home, Ole Miss at home, and then this stretch right here is pivotal. At Auburn, Bama at home, at A&M, Kentucky at home. Those are 4 winnable series. So we'll see what happens. Guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We are going to jump into a quick break, but I do want to continue to hear from you. Phone lines are open, guys. You can call, you can text, do whatever you like. So again, lots to get into. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions, everything else. More of your questions, comments, calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. 843-790-3377. Guys, that's 843-790-3377. By the way, stay tuned for an announcement upcoming for this weekend. I mean, obviously the Gamecocks have got to win their Final Four matchup first, but assuming they do, if and when South Carolina makes it to the national title, we'll be having a big event on Sunday for the national championship. Again, guys, just stay tuned for that. It will be an 8 o'clock tip-off. I believe Friday will probably be a 7 o'clock, or we might have the later one. But either way, just stay tuned, guys. A lot of fun stuff upcoming as Gamecocks women's basketball is now in the Final Four. The nets have been cut. So, again, going to be a lot of fun. But, again, we are coordinating with Carolina Ale House to potentially throw a big event Sunday. That will be the plan. As long as we actually make it to the national title, which I think we will have a big event on Sunday for that. Nick Marshall asks, Subway, Jersey Mike's, Firehouse Subs, Blimpie, or Quiznos? We used to have a place in Greenwood called Substation 2 that killed all the ones I listed, but alas, it is closed. All right, here we go. Nick Marshall, if I have to pick one of the options you've listed, I'll probably say Firehouse. The option I would pick over all those, Nick, is Publix. Dude, a pub sub, if anybody knows me, pub subs slap, dude. I can't even talk about pub subs without wanting to get one. Like, literally, pub subs slap, my guy. Cody Gaskin says UConn beats NC State tonight. Wouldn't shock me. Again, I would love to see South Carolina Stanford rematch. I would love to see that. It's crazy how people were saying, by the way, this season, like UConn had fallen off or whatever, and they're literally in the Elite Eight, maybe going to the Final Four. Like, it's pretty wild. Yes, pub subs are banging, my guy. Pub subs are banging. I mean, I wish Publix like sponsored me, like free. God, I could eat a different pub sub every day, legitimately. I could eat a different pub sub every single day, no doubt. No doubt. Let's see. Nick Marshall. Will Smith pimp slapping Chris Rock real or staged? It's tough to say because it feels like everything on TV is staged. I think it was real. I think it was real. Why would they stage that? You know what I mean? Why would they? I think it was real. I really do. I think it was real. Yep, I think he really slapped the hell out of him. By the way, thank you all those who have voted for us on social media. What do Gamecocks women's basketball and TSUS have in common? We're both in the Final Four for the Gamecock Twitter bracket. And it looks like we'll be taking on our good friend Kirk Hollingsworth, which I hate. And I it's so funny. I was at the game with Kirk. Or I saw Kirk at the softball game, and I hung out with Kirk for the game. And I was joking with him. I said, "Man, there's no way Gamecock Twitter is gonna vote for me over you." So, which, you know what? I hope Kirk wins it. I might vote for Kirk. Heck, why not? Maybe they did stage it for ratings. I don't know. My verdict, here you go, real. I think that slap, I think Will Smith really smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. I really do. I think that was a real slap, man. It felt so, I know they're actors. I know Will Smith's an actor. That felt real to me. That felt real. I mean, with what he's gone through with his wife, bro, there's a breaking point for every man, and I think we saw Will Smith's breaking point last night. I will say this, though. There are a lot of people that deserve to have the shit smacked out of them more than Chris Rock if you're Will Smith. August Alsina, to name one. Like, you're attacking the wrong people, my guy. You're attacking the wrong people. That's my take, though. That's my take. I think real. That's my take. Real. I think that was real. So provided a fantastic meme, though, for like the rest of eternity. Provided a fantastic meme. Either way, insane, though. Insane. Let's see. Again, guys, would love to hear from you. 843-790-3377. When does Gamecocks? Let's see. I can just answer my own question. Here we go. It looks like the Gamecocks will return to the practice field tomorrow. Tomorrow and Thursday. Tomorrow, Thursday, and Saturday. So they practice Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday every single week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then the spring game, of course, will be April the 16th. Very good. John Kruger said Will Smith on the Braves over Will Smith, the actor. Yeah, I think that's a given, my guy. I think that's most certainly a given. I think that is most certainly a given. By the way, guys, how do you like that? There was no slapdick of the weekend. I really thought it was a clean weekend at Founders Park. I didn't feel like anybody was really deserving of slapdick of the weekend. I really didn't. And that's a good thing. Everybody behaved. And I'm not one to really hand out slapdick of the weekends for like just dumb tweets and all. Like that happens every day. Like it's like, I mean, whatever. It happens every day. Favorite movie? Austin Greer asked. Favorite movie? That's a tough one. I will say favorite like sports movie. Favorite baseball movie? Bull Durham. Love Bull Durham. That is my go-to. Like for me, the GOAT of baseball movies. Love that movie. Favorite actor? I'd probably go Leo. Or Leo or Tom Hardy. Love Tom Hardy movies. Love Tom Hardy movies. I think he's incredible. I love like his characters that he plays. Love Tom Hardy movies. Yeah, absolutely love Tom Hardy movies. So give me Tom Hardy. Yeah. Favorite actress? I really don't know. Margot Robbie, because she's such a great actress. Let's see. Cody Gaskins, will Bosnick throw tomorrow or pitch it all this weekend? Cody, we have no update, my guy. We have no update. We have no update at all. Vandy Whistler, what about it? What about the guy? Yeah, I think he's still around. Nick Marshall, hypothetically, if there were in some alternate dimension a day where all South Carolina athletic sports teams played a game or match or whatever, what game are you attending? So you're saying if every single sport played, I mean, I think a lot of it would depend on who they were playing, Nick. Because, I mean, if you're saying, would I rather go watch Carolina SC State in football or go watch South Carolina and like the number one team in the country in baseball, I mean, I might go to the baseball game. I don't know, man. That's a tough hypothetical. That's a tough hypothetical, honestly. It's so funny. It's funny. I was not watching I wasn't watching the Oscars live or anything, and so I got on social media and was like, what in the world happened? Ask. Okay, if the Vandy Whistler would have made the trip, yes, he would have been the slapdick of the weekend, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, listen, football's king. Football's king. So I mean, everybody's going to say football. Football's definitely king. I totally understand it. Hey, thank God we don't have to choose, right? Thank goodness we don't have to choose. Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. Also, by the way, I mean, we're obviously, guys, merch is hot as ever. Beamer Ball, Shane Storm, Beamer Rattler 22, QB1 merch. If you want it by the spring game, I highly suggest you order, like, I don't know, today, by the end of this week. You got to have it ordered by the end of this week for sure to make sure you have it. So I've still got tons of koozies to ship out that I can ship out. So the merch is still hot as ever, man. TSUS.store, of course, TSUS.store. Y'all get on that. Y'all get on that, no doubt. So y'all get on that, no doubt. Let's see. By the way, we just hit 23,000 followers on Instagram. So appreciate you guys for that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to think. I mean, I literally, guys, I literally remember the days of us having like 100 followers. Like, I'm not even joking. 300 followers, like just nothing. And now we're at 23,000. So I truly appreciate it, man. I can't say enough. I can't show enough gratitude and say enough thanks to you guys. So Nick Marshall trying to figure out how anyone will be addressing Jada Smith going forward due to having her fear of having her name in their mouth. Sign language, maybe. Andres Castillo, can't wait to get the pocket helmets I ordered. Look so cool in the show. Yes, Andres, we are currently getting those out. I apologize if there's been any delay for you, but we're getting those out. We are getting those out, my guy. Yeah, the pocket helmets are sick, man. It's a great addition. Great addition. Must have for any Gamecock fan. We got those available, by the way. If you want to order those, we do have those available. So anyways, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. My bad. 843-790-3377. Anyways, in case you missed it, guys, the big news, Devin Carter hitting the transfer portal. We knew it was going to happen. Austin Greer says, how much are those? So for the entire 10 helmet set, it's $115, I think. And then for if you can do a pick 7, that's like $80. And you might say, oh my God, that's so much. But guys, these are like custom. You can't buy these anywhere. My guy sells them individually on eBay. They're like $15 a piece. So it's cheaper to go all 10. I mean, again, these are custom. You can't get these anywhere. Like that. That's why it costs so much. He's literally one by one putting these together. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean that's why it costs so much. So, yeah. Yeah, Darrell Wall Jr., yeah, Montana Fouts. Yeah, they were throwing gas, dude. They were throwing, yeah, it's like literally facing 100 miles an hour. So no, I would not like to get in the box against it. No, not necessarily. I'd look like a damn fool. I don't even have like, oh, dude, I'd take her yard. Like, I don't think so, my guy. I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's see. Rebecca, we will work on the merch. We'll work on the merch. I'm always open to good merch ideas. Always open to it. Nick Marshall says, Chris, do you ever go to your local thrift stores? I find all kinds of Carolina stuff when I go in my area. Yes, yeah, dude. I love the vintage stuff. I haven't gone lately, just been busy and haven't really stopped to do so. But yeah, no, I love doing that. I love doing that, man. Just going thrifting, and you can find really cool stuff. I mean, one of my favorite shirts I found is that I found thrifting. It was it's a 2012 College World Series shirt with all the teams listed on the back and stuff. You guys may have seen me wear it before, but super dope. I mean, I love that shirt. Yeah, especially around here, you can find some really, really cool stuff. So, yeah, man, I love the vintage stuff. And it's funny, my boys are actually, my guys are throwing, I guess it'd be this Sunday. You guys might recall the Thread Affair events that we have sponsored in the past. We are a sponsor yet again. So we are a sponsor of Thread Affair. They will be throwing an event this Sunday, April the 3rd, 12 to 5 at Noma Warehouse. So I will be out there. Be out there for a couple of hours. Obviously, that's going to be a big Sunday, assuming we're in the national championship. Gamecocks baseball will also be playing as well. So it'll be a very, very busy day. But again, definitely going to go out there, support the homies, man, show love. Going to be a ton of fun. So going to be a ton of fun. Definitely come out to that. Guys, we're going to take one final break, but I want to continue to hear from you. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more. On the other side, you're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. Final 15 minutes or so here on The Daily Crow, 843-790-3377. By the way, guys, stay tuned this week. Really excited. We've got a piece dropping. I actually did an interview with one of my former content contributors, but I forget exactly which publication is he's writing for in Columbia now, but did an interview last week in regards to NIL and talking about, small business and how NIL affects us and stuff like that, and the TSUS athletes we partnered with, and they came in studio and shot video and all that good stuff. So definitely, guys, stay tuned for that. Really excited about that. Really excited for you guys to see that and hear that interview and hear that conversation and all that good stuff. So, and again, I appreciate those guys. Whenever it drops, obviously we'll be sharing the heck out of it. So, like I said, a lot of exciting stuff upcoming, man. A lot of exciting stuff happening right now. A lot of exciting things happening behind the scenes. We're continuing to rock, man. Like I said, I do my best. I make sure to express gratitude and thanks. And guys, I really, again, want to stop and say thank you. Thank you to each and every single one of you. It's when you start doing something like this, I guess you just kind of think to yourself, hey, I'm doing it for me. I just love my team. I love expressing my opinion on social media. And so there's that, right? You think about yourself. And it's cool to, you just never, I guess, you just don't, you never know how you're going to impact people, and that's what it's about. It's about people. And to see the impact that TSUS has had on people, from helping them in tough times to, being a part of people's daily routines and being a part of people's days and people looking forward to certain pieces of content and just seeing the level with which people, with which people rock with the show and the business and the content and the merch and just everything that we do. It's special. It's special. You know what I mean? I stay very present moment, and I like that. I believe in being present moment, right? Not dwelling on the past or getting so caught up looking ahead. But again, when you look at everything and you take a moment, it's just wild. You know what I mean? And it's people are what make TSUS what it is. And you guys, your love and support. And it's just, again, it's just, you never think about when you start that, I'm going to do this podcast and it's going to impact people to the level that it has. So it's a blessing, man. And it's something I don't take it for granted. I want you guys to know that I don't take it for granted. It's just, it's incredible. It really is. It really is. So, you guys drive me, really, truly. You guys drive me, and I can't say enough. I'm just so grateful, man. So thankful. Yeah. So let's see. Nick Marshall, last question. I'll cut it out. At the movie theater, candy, popcorn, or slushy, or all three? A drink is a given. I'm going popcorn. I don't have much of a sweet tooth. When I go to Publix, I'll get a Snickers every now and then, but I'm not like a super sweets guy. Yeah, so Justin texts in, I wish Devin Carter nothing but the best. South Carolina needs to go find some good basketball players in the transfer portal. Yeah, Lamont Paris has definitely got his work cut out for him. That's for sure. That's for sure. Robbie Davis, love you too, brother. I appreciate you texting in. We got a text here. Are the football practices open to the public? No, they are not. The spring game will be free and open to the public, but none of the practices are open to the public. So none of the practices are. Aaron Thompson, I did not hear Kingston's interview earlier, so I don't think, from what I've heard, that Bosnick is close to being back. I don't think so. Which I know it's, guys, I get it. It's frustrating as hell. I totally get it. I totally get it, man. Trust me. I totally get it. It is very, very frustrating. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You just got to keep it moving. Got to keep it moving. So, So Big Game Boomer dropped his top 100 greatest college quarterbacks of all time. And I'm scanning the list. I'm scanning the list because I tell you what, if he does not have top 100 greatest quarterbacks of all time, he does not have Connor Shaw on the list. I'm sorry, like top 100? I mean, I know there's been a lot of great quarterbacks. I mean, I know there's been a lot of great quarterbacks, but no Connor Shaw in the top 100, bro. I mean, that's a heck of a list, though. That's a heck of a list. That's a heck of a list. I don't know. By the way, random. Anybody going to the Beamer Ball? Anybody going to that? The Beamer Ball? Have y'all heard of that? The Beamer Ball. Might have to pop into that guy. Like I said, guys, we got baseball tomorrow night, Tin Roof on Wednesday, baseball all weekend. Content bleeding out the eyeballs, folks. Content bleeding out the eyeballs. Truly. Truly. Let's see. Victory Monday, man. Thank God. I tell you what, last week was brutal, man. Last week was absolutely brutal. Last week was brutal. USFL. Are you? I don't know much about the USFL. By the way, how about Charlotte having an MLS team now? I think they had a game over the weekend. Very fun weekend for all those up in the Queen City. Very fun weekend for you guys. Again, guys, about 5 minutes to go. Hey, quick reminder, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 627, full breakdown of what happened over the weekend with the Gamecocks take 2 of 3 from Vandy. Also, my thoughts on the transfer portal with Gamecocks men's basketball and Lamont Paris, his opening presser, if you will. You know, again, it hurts. It sucks. And it's so funny. I was sitting there last night with my guy Dalton, who came out to the watch party. And we literally talked about, you know, the one that's going to hurt is Devin Carter. You know, that's literally what I said to him last night. The one that's going to hurt is Devin Carter. Like, we all saw that coming. I mean, the dude's from Miami. He literally came to South Carolina because of Frank Martin. So, you know, will anybody follow him to UMass? I mean, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Again, I'm not sure Bosnick. I don't know. The Bosnick thing's just been crazy. Like, how do you come into spring not ready? It just blows my mind. And you would think it's killing him to not be pitching. You would think. I mean, I'm sure it is. I don't know, man. It's just brutal. Just brutal. But if he's not ready, he's not ready. I mean, there's nothing you can do. If he's not ready to go, he's just not ready to go. I mean, I don't know. not much you can do. There's not a whole lot you can do. This has been a fun Monday, guys. I'll tell you this, for the people that wonder about content, and I can promise you guys, like I know that coaching searches and rants like I had last Wednesday, they get people riled up, and numbers do this, and some people think, I've had people literally accuse me of, you want us to lose so we can fire the coach and you can call for his job. Guys, making content when we're winning is so much more fun than making content when we're losing. I mean, it really, really is. It really, really is. Truly. So this past weekend, I mean, a blast at Founders. Ben Smith says, do you think we can still make a regional? Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I mean, listen, it all comes down to what you do in SEC play. You go 15-15 or better in SEC play, you're going to make the postseason. Now, are you going to host? You'd have to do better than 15-15, but you certainly, I mean, listen, again, you go 500 or better in SEC play, you're in. You're making the postseason. And I'll tell you guys this, gun to head right now, do I think Mark Kingston's the answer in regards to getting South Carolina baseball back to Omaha? Probably not. But with that being said, no matter how you feel on Kingston as your head coach, I think we can all agree we still want to see this team get to the postseason. The last thing that I want is to be sitting at home when the regionals roll around and watching everyone else play and us be sitting at home on the couch twiddling our thumbs, right? So you can think whatever you want to think about Kingston. I totally respect all opinions. I get it. One good weekend doesn't change everything. But, man, I don't care how wacky it is. I don't care how topsy-turvy it is. Just get to 15-15 or better in conference play, guys. It's going to be a wild season the rest of the way out. The SEC, I mean, you got Tennessee, you got Arkansas, and then it just feels like everybody else is going to beat up on each other. The league is insanely deep. It is. I mean, you're seeing Kentucky take 2 of 3 from Georgia. You're seeing, Missouri steal a game from Arkansas and then lose close in a game 3. Like, there are no off weekends in this league. So just buckle up, be along for the ride. Just find a way when the dust settles to be 500 or better in SEC play. You do that, again, you're in the postseason. And once Carolina baseball gets to the postseason, man, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, Nick Marshall, what project you most excited about that you're working on right now? I'm sure you got some stuff cooking. More details on that soon, Nick. Yeah, more details on that soon. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening right now. I really, there are. So I'm pumped for it. Guys, we've hit 2 o'clock. Appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, check out the podcast that dropped this morning, episode 627. Also, of course, stay tuned to all of our content. Podcast, Daily Crow, rolling all week, live from Tin Roof on Wednesday. Content bleeding out the eyeballs. Folks, appreciate you all tuning in again. Guys, thank you so much for your love and support. Let's have a fantastic week. Have a great rest of your Monday as well, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.